Hiya! I am sat having my cup of coffee, and at the same time I thought I would do my review of my new webcam that I've been sent. My camera has been sent to me via Papalook, and which is quite handy actually because my webcam is a little bit old, a little bit tired, so having a new webcam is brilliant. It's a Papalook model and it's model pa552. It's a HD 1080p live streaming camera, and it's got quite a few different built-in features which are good. So it's got a noise cancelling mic, so if you've got lots of background noise going on, it will pick up your voice better. It's a plug and play. I always like plug and play. I am not technically minded to try to sort things like that out. It's got auto white balance and it's got a light on it. And I was reading also that it has a, what do they call it? It's a face tracking within it. So if you're moving about a bit, it does an autofocus and can pick up your face. Because there's nothing worse, I think, sometimes than being on a webcam for whatever reason, and every time you move, it delays and goes out of focus as you're moving around. So let's have a, first challenge, get into the box. I probably should have cut the plastic off it first. And I don't have nails to be able to get into this thing. So challenge number one, I should have grabbed some scissors or something, shouldn't I? So the next 10 minutes of this video is going to be me just trying to get into the box. I have finally got into the plastic. That was a challenge. Now to get into the box. I love getting little presents from people, even webcams. So I think most webcams are compatible with most operating systems anyway, but it does actually specify on here that it's great for conference calls, Facebook, YouTube, Skype, all of those different things. Even comes with a nice little tripod. I'm assuming it will actually sit on the top of your laptop as well, or your monitor, whichever you're using. But if not, we have a little tripod. Everything's packaged nicely. There's nothing worse than opening things that are rattling around inside of a box. Yeah, it's got a clip for clipping onto the top of the screen, which is good. It's got a nice little cover to cover the lens on there. Woo, that sticks to my hand. So there we have a nice little setup. Some of them are a bit weird looking, aren't they? And it's multi-directional look, so however you're set up, you can move it around and undo this. Not quite sure how that would sit on the top of my laptop. We'll give it a go in a minute. And it's supposed to be plug and play. So let's have a little look with our extra long cable. Let's find a USB port, she says. Hey, yay, found one. Okay. So it plugs in quite easily. Like I said, I'm not quite sure how this is going to sit on my laptop. No. Okay, so I'd have to use the tripod for this. But yeah, I can see from the features there, you've got the different lights and things on there. I think this is actually a light. Without reading the instructions, I'm guessing that it's a light that picks up. I can't see an on-off, so I'm assuming either in the settings or it will pick up on low light resolution, so it would pick that up and turn that on automatically. But yeah, so it's got it talks about in the information on the camera that it's good for brighter images and richer colours. Because let's face it, if you're going to be on camera for anything, you want to look your best. And in a world whereby we all seem to be doing far more in terms of talking to each other via video, whether it be video conferencing for work or even just from a social point of view, it's good to have a decent camera. So I'm going to plug this in. When I've plugged it in, I'm going to get this up and running in a second to see how it works. But from the information on this, you can make it widescreen. It's full HD video. Like I said, it's got noise reduction microphone. It's quite intuitive in terms of the fact that it's got the autofocus and the automatic face finder. So if you're moving around a little bit, it will pick things up like that. So I'm looking forward to using it, but it seems quite robust. Like I said, the packaging on it is very good. I'm going to give it a go. So I've just set the camera up. It was as simple as plug and play, which is what I always like. And just to try it out, I've decided to video conference with my dog. Why wouldn't I? But I can see already from my camera, which is quite small in the screen, that the movement is really, really good. It's really, really clear. There's no delays on it at all. I've not really been able to try the microphone out because my dog can't actually talk to me about how clear it sounds. But the light on it seems good. The colour seems good. As you can see on the actual camera itself, there is a light on it, and I think it's just, she says, dropping it off the camera. But you can adjust how bright the light is just by tapping. So it goes on and off with touch. So that's really, really clever. So depending on what your light in your room is like, you can adjust that. So the light is really on your face. So yeah, the fact that it's as simple as plug and play is a bonus. This is through Facebook that I've just plugged and played, and it was an easy as, and it's over, because I've plugged it in, it's overridden the camera that's already on the laptop, which is a very sluggish camera. So that's fully being picked up by that camera. I'll have to play around with how to sit it on the laptop itself, because at the moment the bracket for it is covering the screen itself. So I could either use the tripod, or I'm sure there's another simpler way of actually sticking it to the laptop itself. But yeah, it looks good. Like I said, the sound quality I think will probably be very good. It says that it's noise cancelling. I'll have to try that out with somebody else and get their feedback on that. But in terms of the colour, I keep moving my head around to see if it blurs or lags in any way, but it doesn't appear to. Easy plug and play. The light feature is a nice little bonus, especially for those people that on an evening want to sort of sit in quite a darkish room. I very often do if I'm watching telly. I've got the lights down low, so the fact that you've got the extra little light there to make your face brighter, etc., for the people that you're talking to, really good. So on first looks, and it is only a very, very small trial, it looks to be a very good camera. I like the light. The fact that, again, I'm moving my head around to see if there's any lagging or any blurring, but there doesn't appear to be at all. It looks all very well and good. So from first appearance, in terms of the packaging, in terms of the fact that it's not a flimsy camera, it's you know, a nice sturdy thing. The lights, the colouring, the fact that there isn't the lag or the blur there. You know, I don't normally give out 10 out of 10, but from what I've seen so far, I would give it a 10 out of 10. As webcams go, yeah, I'm impressed. It's good.